Greetings peeps, Tony here. I'm going to be looking to go for a new achievement today. We're going to go for forming the HRE as Austria. I think the achievement is, actually it'll tell us when we get in there, but actually that music sounds a little loud. Hopefully that's better. So the achievement is forming the Holy Roman Empire. Now the Holy Roman Empire already exists, as I'm certain you know. Yep. Iron Man. The Holy Roman Empire already exists, but what we want to do is we want to push through all of the reforms. Austria. We want to push through all of the reforms that will allow us to form the Holy Roman Empire as a single entity, rather than as the loose confederation it is at present. So I haven't played a great deal of HRE in a long time. In fact, I can't remember the last game I played in the HRE. So we're going to be doing a number of different things. There's several achievements that we qualify for as Austria. So we're going to try to grab a couple of them. We'll have a quick look in the achievements bundle once the game catches up with us. Ugh, that was spooky. Right, so we start as the Holy Roman Emperor. We can bestow imperial grace, enforce religious unity, grant electorate, grant free city status, and demand unlawful territory. So first we'll have a look at the achievement that we're going for. So a Kaiser, not just in name, is the one that we'll be going for. I wonder if we can do that one. If we can form Prussia, that would be quite cool. Maximum manpower of 1 million, wow. So a Kaiser, not just a name, is the one that this will be earned when is Holy Roman Empire, as opposed to Emperor. So there's that one. There's an early Reich formed Germany. I'm not certain whether we'll be able to do that. I think they conflict. So we might go for, I mean, either of them is an option, as is forming Prussia. I believe we can probably form Russia and then form Germany. Form Prussia and then form Germany. But I'm not 100% certain on that. I'll have to have a look at it. Becoming as an elector in the HRE as a country which does not start as an elector. So we haven't started as an elector. I guess it's technically possible if we somehow lose the emperorship, but that's not something that we'll be looking to do. This other one I was thinking about as well. Where are we? Double the love. So we'll start with no unions and try to get 2. So I think that's a good idea. The von Habsburgs, who we start as, are only here at present, but we, as the emperor, we get some good chances to push up our prestige, which will give us some good chances to push out our come on brain, give us some good chances to push out our dynasty to other nations. So I think what we'll look to do, we start with Hungary as a potential ally, and I think that's a good idea. We can solidify our papal relations. That would be a good idea to push our Diplo up. We can improve our relations with Salzburg. That would also push our Diplo up. Where's Salzburg? Salzburg is this little chap here, I believe. So we'll go for that. Let's have a little look through here. Okay, let's have a look at our electors. So, at present, all of our electors love uh, the Palatinate a lot more than us, which is frustrating. We're not eligible to be the Emperor at present, somehow. Because we have no heir. That's the only reason. Had we an heir, the voting occurs when the current emperor dies, and we don't have an heir at present. So let's look to fix that by getting some marriages out. We have access to the sea. That's good to know. I didn't realize that. So we've got 1 trade ship and 3 galleys and 6 not carriers, what are they called? Transports. We'll mothball those, we won't be needing those anytime soon. We shall protect trade in Venice, I imagine. Ragusa and Venice. We'll have a look at our... So our current trade node is, our home trade node is here. We have 5% power there, 1% power there. We're collecting in the Rhineland, and we are collecting in Venice. That makes sense. Although, I'm tempted, because we've only got 1% power there, and 5% here, to recall that chap, and have him send power to us in this trade node, in the Wien trade node. So let's recall that merchant, and in 5 days we'll have him sending trade to us from there, where we have more power. Okay, that is done, or that's decided upon. We need to have 3 rivals. So our current rivals are Denmark, that's fine, we don't like them. England, to be honest, I'd prefer not to rival them. I'd like to see if I can befriend them and work with them against France. France's enemies are Burgundy and Austria. I can't invite these clowns to the... So I can ally with Burgundy, which doesn't strike me as a bad idea. In fact, I'll do that. I believe there's an event which sometimes splits up Burgundy, and I'm tempted to try to get that land when it is split up. But I'm also tempted to try to get them to return their land. They have no core provinces that are part of the empire. I thought they did. I thought they began with cores. They do. What's that there? Hang on. Oh, they have no non-core provinces which are part of the empire. Okay, so that is a core province which is part of the empire. So it's only when those sorts of provinces are taken over that we get to make those demands. The same is true for... they're a vassal of Denmark. And Ditmarken. Okay, so I can have a maximum of... so that must be... Dithmarken? It's already a free... It's already a free... No, they're not. They're a peasants' republic, which looks exactly like a free city, which has confused me. But they need to be of development of 10. And they would accept that, but we can have a maximum of 8 free cities. Okay. Sorry, I'm jumping around a little bit here. There's a lot to work out. So at present, there's 17 provinces in the Empire under the control of non-member states or subjects of non-member states. Subjects of non-member states, that's right. So let's have a look here. Oh, isn't that where I normally hide my... No? There we go. So, so that's one... Oh, the Teutons, I see. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17. Venus are hostile to us. How strange. Those are the 17 territories that we need to get back to remove that negative 0.08 modifier. So that's probably going to be first on our agenda. That one there strikes me as the easiest one to recover. So, can we demand that? Nope. Can we fabricate on that? No. What can we do? They have caught it, it is part of the HRE. What can we do to get to war with them? There might be I think there's a casus belli that allows us to attack the holders of non-HRE of HRE states, and we'll definitely do that. So to pass each of these reforms, we've got to do 8 of them by the looks of things. Each of them require 50 imperial authority points. So as you can see, each month they go up by 0.18. The best things that we can do to increase these are keep everybody at peace and add more member states and 17 provinces in the Empire under the control of non-member states, and remove those provinces which are controlled by other groups. So we can't do anything. Oh, Marken is part of the HRE. Okay, there we go. That's how we tell. It's by actually opening up the Holstein are part of the HRE as well. Can we support? They're a vassal. Can we support their? I thought there was an option to support independence. So Sweden are in a junior partnership with Denmark. They aren't allied with anybody yet, but they'll likely ally with Livonia. And we want to take that territory before it's given to before Poland attack them, because I believe Poland have eyes on that territory as well. If we have a look here, we can see that stuff they want. They want more that way and that way, but they do see that as of strategic utility. Much like us, and fighting Poland It's tricky because they have a march and they have, in the near future, they likely join with Lithuania. Alright, lots to do, lots to do. So, allying Burgundy, although it strikes me as a good idea to go against France, they're more of a direct threat to us than France are. France and Britain will fight for this territory. France and Spain may fight about that territory. Naples is a junior partner of Aragon. I'm just trying to think ahead. So the nations that we want weaker around us are Castile, France, and Aragon. Those are the main concerns. We would like to try to avoid these two teaming up, becoming Spain and having Naples as their vassal, because that makes them a lot stronger than I'd like when I'm trying to cement this area. Venice see us in a hostile way, even though they're not part of the HRE. Okay, but other parts of, there we go, Florence, Siena, Lucca and Genoa all are part of the HRE. Ferrara as well, and Milan. And Mantua, who I didn't see in there. Or Montfort, who I didn't see in there. Okay, so I think probably our best bet is to go on Venice immediately. We'll try and strengthen our holdings in here. If we could take hold of Venice early on in the game, that would give us a real advantage. Even if it was just taking out their land areas. That would be a good place to start, I'd suggest. But let's have a look around here. So Hungary's Poland, Bohemia, and Lithuania. So Bohemia are always a tough group. Bohemia's against Poland, so we could ally. We could ally with them, try to push our dynasty that way. They have an interregnum. I think that means we can. We'll go. Oh, they're interregnum as well. Okay. So we'll go for weddings with both of those, and we might be able to claim their thrones immediately, which would be pretty cheap, but a pretty good way to begin the game. We've got a merchant in Venice. We've got the other one is going to push power that way. Our rivals we hadn't finished working out. Who else doesn't France like? They don't like Burgundy. They don't like us, and they don't like Britain. What about these lot? Are they guaranteeing the independence of Scotland? These guys don't like Britain or Morocco or Burgundy. Castile aren't very strong at the beginning of the game. England would be the ideal ally against France. But I think, what will we do? I think we'll marry into these lot and maybe ally them in the future. But the primary reason for marrying them is to secure claims on this area up here, which they hold as vassals. So I think that's about us. We've done a lot of talking. Improve. What did we want to do? That will take a long time. Will it? They're 25. They've got a vassal in Urbino. It'd be nice to keep on side with the Papal States, so I'm slightly tempted to make an alliance there. Austria, I believe, or sorry, the Emperor, I believe, starts with an extra Diplo slot. Yes, we do. So we could ally there, ally there, ally there. It'll be tricky to ally these two because they're rivals. But I think we should be able to do it. One, two, three. We'll marry there, that will be 4. And who's someone useful up here? Brandenburg sometimes get good. We'll go for these 4. Marriage, marriage alliance, and alliance. Because you can't marry the Papal State. And yes, in the meantime, solidifying our papal relations will be our plan. Let the days tick by. 1 and 2. Oops. Royal marriage, very good. Okay, so we can do an alliance there. They like us less than Hungary do. Hungary love us. I believe that we'll get a negative 25 modifier. We'll get a negative 25 modifier once to them once we ally these guys, but that's no problem. There, yep, that's fine. Oops, that was still going. Okay, the successor of Vladislaw III, they went with, we needed Jagiellon as their choice of action. So that means Poland have taken Lithuania as a junior partner of their, so that's a tough Poland. We've married Burgundy, we've allied the Papal States. Who else want? Nope, and we'll hold off on that offer from Hungary until we've made our alliance with Bohemia, because I think I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess with that. Oh, that isn't our home one. Okay, no worries. Transfer trade, that chap. Yeah, it makes sense that Wien is our home one, given that it's our capital. So I don't want to accept those two, but I do want to accept that. I'll get rid of those and those. I still have too few rivals. My rivals shall be... See, if I can get an alliance with France... Oh, we're historical rivals. Okay, we'll do that. That's fine. I don't mind. 1 second, I'm about to sneeze. You may have noticed that I'm a little bit snotty still. Rival. We have a rivalry attitude. Let's see if we can convince them away from that. I'm not interested in... I'd rather be their ally and work against France. That would make a lot more sense to me. And in the meantime, our other rival is going to be... Who? Aragon strikes me as a good rival, actually. Yeah, I've got nothing to lose by putting them as a rival. And we'll try to convince the English to not be our rival. 3, 2, 1. Boom, Schenker. Alright, how far are we away from 12th of December? Let's speed things up. I forgot I was on speed 1. I was playing a test game earlier. There we go. We can humiliate those rivals if we wish. I'm almost tempted actually. Aragon won't have any alliances. Oh yes they do. Oh, they're allied with Hungary. Poop. In the meantime, let's get some. We still can't talk to them, and we still can't talk to them. We will make an alliance with Burgundy, although I want land off them. I'm prepared to overlook it in the meantime. Bohemia, we're waiting for the 12th, and then we can accept that offer from... Yes, thank you. And yes, thank you. Burgundy accepted our offer, and we are allied with Hungary. Good. They'll be both a bit tetchy because I'm allied to their rivals, but that's okay, I don't mind. Burgundy, we can ally you. Very good. And someone wants military access. No, that won't happen actually. I'm about to give you a kicking. Naxos and Corfu will go against them, but Hungary will come with us. That's good, we can give back Hungary, Dalmatia, and Istria I think actually is in that same node. Oh no, that's in this node with us. So we'll start spying on them. I think we've done all the stuff we needed to do. And if we take land off them, we can add it to the HRE, which allows, which pushes our point. Each province you add gives you 1 authority point. So we'll try and stack some authority points to allow us to hit the magical 50 mark, so we can call for Reichsreform. I don't know why they want military access. I don't like you, dude. Why am I set to like them? No, God, no. Get bent, buddy. We have free advisor slots. What's our economy like? Not great. We're at 0.44 negative per month. Why is that? Mainly because of fort maintenance and army upkeep. What's our army limit? Is we can still build another 13 troops if we wanted to. We definitely don't. What can we do to increase our income? We can drop down our... Actually, we won't need our army for a little while, I'd imagine. We'll make some money and get some savings for when we invade these clowns. So we'll give that to Hungary. We'll take that, definitely. Lombardy is primarily owned by Milan. These will cost us huge amounts to take, but it'll be worth it in the long term, I believe. So we should, in the meantime, set our last... Oh, poo! I'm not running that. Nah. I'm almost tempted to restart because I didn't turn on one of the DLCs that does automated diplomacy, but that's okay. I'm certain I can do it myself. Do you know, I really would have sworn that being the Emperor gave you an extra diplomat as well. Maybe it's one of the reforms. Oh no, that's cheaper construction and development. There's the extra diplomat, okay. And members get -2 unrest, that's pretty cool. We should maybe try to shore up our chances of being elected. Who likes us the most? Bohemia likes us the most. That makes sense. Who else is tough in here? Oh, Bavaria's not an elector. But Mainz is backing them to be elected. They're voting for themselves, so they're tricky to change away. They're voting as a voting bloc. Trier, Saxony. Saxony might be my buddy. Okay. Where are they? They're that lot. How many relations did we have? I think we had 4, didn't we? 4. So we could add one more to that. We could add Saxony to our list of pals. They're against Pomerania and Brandenburg and Bavaria. They've chosen some good rivals. So this is Saxony here. They're against Bavaria there, Brandenburg up there, and Pomerania up there. It's a interesting decision. It's weird. I was certain we could declare war for territory held by... Denmark are allied with the Teutonic Order. Ew. 99.71. We'll just start improving with these lot. Okay, so what's happening over there? How could we see over there? Who are we allied with? It would be Bohemia and Bohemia's various vassals. I'm slightly tempted to... Oops, wrong one. If we got temples, that would certainly help out our income. If we have a look at our main states, they're very rich. Oh, we haven't done our estates yet. Let's get some... we can send an emissary to the Pope. We surely can. We can... 1 second. I'll be back in a second. So I'm going to have a look at this. We'll come back in the next video, and I'll be right back.